We're
Almost
live.
perfect on mine. Yeah.
Okay,
Hello,
great.
ladies and gentlemen. I always like to make sure that we're live on the YouTube.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
If anybody can comment and let us know that we are live, that'll be great as well
Yeah, I
because
need
it
to
doesn't always
like
show
it's
us.
yeah. It's like you want to just make sure that everything is just flowing.
Yeah. We don't want to be sitting there talking to you guys and then one of you guys send us a message. Hey, y'all going live? Is it right now? Okay, I see it right now.
You
Great.
see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Let me just go in here too. Let's see. I like to just be in this. It's like you want to have two screens.
We need to get that Caesar pecan.
Yeah, exactly. Like he was talking about, and now I can see what he means.
Yeah. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just still looking at seeing if we're going to continue to use this platform because we haven't been able to bring our valued top guests on, such as our community members. We wanted to bring on Mr. John DeLong last for several weeks right now, and we haven't been able to do that through this platform. So we may
Yeah.
go over to Zoom, or we may just start seeing if we can start using YouTube. But you guys are extremely important for us, so we always want your experience to be high. One of the things that we really do love about Riverside is that it has allowed us to incorporate your comments on the screen. So that
Yeah.
really is why we've been continuously using it. But
Yeah.
soon,
Yeah.
our focus is not necessarily on that. But we're so grateful to have you guys here. So thank you so much for being here. The one podcast where we go where no other podcast has gone before. This
Yeah.
is just another day where we're doing this. Such a very powerful day today. It's a number of different powerful aspects to this day. It's a new moon, as you guys know, January 18th,
Yeah. And
on
take
top of
advantage
that.
of the new
Yeah.
moon.
Yeah. Take advantage of this energy. Yeah. Very powerful manifestation energy. On top
Mm-hmm.
of that, it's our Ebru Cartilli's birthday today, so let's clap that up. We can do
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's another thing we like about
yeah, and then what I
Riverside.
also noticed though too in post production when I'm hearing the clapping, I can't hear myself talk during the clapping. So, I like to do the clapping and say stuff like Kennedy Winnedy boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mr. John DeLong, you can't really hear me when we're clapping through here. I was just hearing myself be celebrating in the editing room the other day, Mr. John DeLong, just another avatar. When we were doing the clapping noise, couldn't really hear me celebrating him too much, but these are things that can be maybe edited in post production. But again, as we told you guys, we're still looking at different things and different ways that we can do to update the experience for you. But
Yeah.
so oh,
Uh-oh.
there we go, man. We just talking about you. Yeah,
You need to have
yeah,
it clap.
I
You
wasn't
need to have the
expecting that.
clap.
Hold on.
yeah. We just said fuck it, man. We're gonna try to do what we can do to see if it'll work. Bring you in, and
It
exciting time
right.
right now. Yes, let's go. We were like, we can have you here for a moment. We can
Welcome.
have you here for a few minutes, just to take up some of your time, and share some time with you. But we were just telling everybody we wanted to make sure that we could have a better experience, and we don't know if we're going to be using this anymore because we've been having the several issues with getting you on, So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we're so honored to have you here with us, man. Thank you so much for being here. I know this
Thank
is
you
I
so
know this
much
is
for
Yeah,
being
shocking.
here.
absolutely.
We didn't really talk about having this available, so if now is not a good time, don't feel rushed or pressured. We at least we know we were successful this time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Great. How are
so
you?
yeah,
I'm great. How are you guys?
yeah, we're doing great,
Great.
man. It's,
Great.
it's such
Great.
an
Great.
honor to have you here with us, man. We got God, John DeLong. We don't just call you John DeLong, we call you John Belong. You know what I mean? Because you belong to the
Oh.
family. So we're always
Yeah.
appreciative, man, of always seeing you in the comments, in the chat, and always being here for us in more ways than one, especially as a premium one supporter. So I know you do a lot of hours too working, so I'm just grateful that you've been able to make the time to spend with us, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, and I know we
Yeah.
talked about a Q and A. Did you have any questions for us? You know, we normally do the Q and A in the middle or near the end, but you know, we've been able to have successful connection with you. But again, don't feel pressed, don't feel rushed. We only wanted to have you on for just a few seconds, few moments, just to kind of do a test run, and then, even if we were doing a Q and A, that's not going to be like a long 20 minutes or anything. It's just a few
For
minutes.
sure.
So
I
yeah,
might switch phones here if that's okay.
yeah. Please
Yeah,
do what you need to
sure.
do,
Really
bro.
quick.
Yeah,
So I
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
yeah.
because you guys are cutting out and I think it's my phone that's the speaker's kind of
Okay,
giving out here. So
okay. Yeah,
I'll be
we can
right
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can
back.
patch
I'll
out
be
and patch back in, bro. Yeah, we'll see you
Yeah, yeah,
soon.
Yep,
sure.
yep.
Take your time.
Yeah, let's go. John Belong. That's our guy,
Yeah.
man. So at least
Mm-hmm.
we know
Yeah.
that's successful, man, because like we were telling y'all, man, we're all about just excellence, and as we
Yeah.
mentioned, it being a new moon, it being Ebru's birthday today. We also just hit 1,500, subscribers, maybe about an
Yeah,
hour
that's
ago. If you guys
so
know,
many things to
we're
celebrate.
still 3 months of age right now. So,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
from 1 to 3 months is 3 months of age is when we just hit 1,000 subscribers. So we're still 3 months
Yeah.
right now. We just grew by 50% already. And we've just got
Yeah.
1,500 subscribers. So we always tell you guys this when you guys are doing this, liking, commenting, subscribing, you guys are the ones that are responsible for our growth. There's only so much that we can do, but you guys are the ones putting in the field, the frequency, anchoring the light, these one meditations that we do within our community. There's some of the things that really set us apart, but we don't want to just be completely set apart. We want to spread the frequency. We want other people to
Yeah.
emulate these one meditations within their own communities. We want to know
Yeah,
that you guys are
exactly.
also doing this at home with your families, with your friends, that we're not playing no games no more. This is our time. We run this now. You are God.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
you create the
exactly.
reality. So we couldn't be more
Yeah.
impressed and more pleased with just calling you guys our family, our community,
Here we
and you
go.
There
guys
you
are changing
go.
the world. Oh yeah,
Sorry
much
about
better.
that.
Yeah,
No,
no
no, man.
worries.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Mr. John Belong. Mr. John Belong. Yeah. So how's Nebraska out there, man?
It's cold.
Oh wow. I never
Finally.
thought of Yeah, I never thought of Nebraska as a cold place.
Well, so here's the thing. Nebraska is like smack dab in the middle of the Midwest, and the Midwest is kind of just all over the place. It doesn't know
Mm-hmm.
what it wants to be during
Mm.
the season. So
Mm-hmm.
when you get those cold fronts, everybody's talking about, oh, Florida's getting cold right now. It's like we were getting the
Mm-hmm.
heat.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It was 50 degrees up here, and it's normally, 11 to, 25
Wow.
January. So
Wow.
it's finally cold again. So,
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It was just nighttime last night. I was going out and I was checking the weather before I went out to the store to get something to drink. And I saw the weather last night was 74 degrees. So I was like, okay.
Oh my
It's not
gosh.
not not
Yeah.
bad weather. It's pretty nice. So it's
It's
pretty nice where
it's
we
it's
where we
four,
are right now.
34 degrees right now here in Denmark where I'm at.
Yeah.
okay. Where are you
Yeah.
Yep.
from then?
Yeah. I'm in Baja, California right now. I'm about four blocks away from San Diego, California, but I'm in
Oh,
Mexico. I'm
wow.
in, I'm in
Okay.
I'm in Mexico. Yeah. Yeah, so really nice weather over here.
Denmark,
Absolutely beautiful.
California, and Nebraska.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anchoring the grid, man. We're changing the
Yeah.
world. Isn't it a
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice, man. And so John, tell us a little bit about your story, man. I know that you have a YouTube channel that you started a little bit, stepping out there, but just let us know more about you. Have you been in Nebraska your whole life? What's more of your awakening story?
Okay. So if we want to start from the very, very beginning, so I think I was like, I would have actually had to be at least 2 years old, if not a little younger than that. I was having out of body experiences where I was essentially doing Darius J. Wright's ADA method to exit my body consciously. I'd literally,
Wow.
I would get in my bed at 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I'd throw the covers over my face, and I'd put my hands to my side, and I would just sit there, in this like I mean, if you want to call it a trans like state, I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't didn't know what I was doing. Just doing it automatically, and I would literally it would be like that. I'd be out, or I'd have my dream, or whatever the plan was for the night, which I never knew. And that's kind of where the spiritual stuff really started for me. Um, Now, also at that time, I had just gone through adoption.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
my mom would have just been passed or on the way to passing from cancer.
Oh
Um,
wow. Yeah.
and
Sorry to
then
hear
my
that.
dad was just really sick, so he just wasn't in the picture. And I understand. I don't blame him for that or anything. But um, yeah, all of this really started in my bedroom as a as a 2 year old, not really
Wow.
being not knowing how to express this to my new parents, who are also just brand new, not really knowing what's going on or how to navigate these kind of things. I remember having a conversation telling my mom, like, I remember the day I was born, and it wasn't like I remembered like the hospital where I came out. It was more like I was in the void. I would have
Mm.
vivid, if you want to call them hallucinations, or actual experiences during my my little OBEs that I'd do at night, where I'd be in the void remembering
Wow.
being born.
Wow.
Wow.
That's powerful. It's
I'm
almost like, we talk about these top guests that we have and how they have these superhero almost stories. So it's like when you're talking about being adopted and that your experience already as a child, it already has that superhero arc, narrative to it, but I don't mean to interrupt you. Please go on.
no, you're good, you're good. It's crazy. That's kind of why I picked my username, especially when I'm on the other platforms too. It's like I'm not anybody special. Anybody can do what I do or what I have done. And the craziest part too is I haven't been able to do it since then. I've been trying so hard to get back into that, and I just can't for some reason. I don't know if it's my experiences leading up to now, or if it's something that my soul has just chose to kind of cut off, if you will. Because we never lose. Once we come over to the side, we never lose. These abilities are always with us. It's just a matter of remembering.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very true.
Yep.
And then so
Exactly.
so what is your life been like since going through this awakening? Did you recently start going through the awakening process, or have you kind of always been aware, or did you kind of like, because I used to go out of my body as a child as well. I just didn't know what was happening. And it's kind of
Right, right.
recently like, oh, this is what's happened,
It's more like the way we call traditional OBEs, where I came out and I was like in my room and stuff like that. That stopped probably at 3 years old. The dreams never stopped. I always ended up having just wild dreams that never made any sense, and now they're starting to make sense. Now that I've kind of attached the idea of dreams, astral projection, OBEs. They're all pretty much the same thing. Even like a psychedelic experience where you do like DMT or the Bufal various, like those instances where you become separate from this place and you can kind of look at it from an outside view. Like it's the all of those things are one and the same. It's just a matter of perspective. And up until this point, like I said, I'd never lost the dreams. I never understood any of what I was going through. The only time that I started to understand these things is when I started asking the question why.
Mm.
And that didn't start until I was like 18 and moving out. So
Wow.
you want to call it recent, but I mean, it's been an ongoing process since I was 2 years old, and I remember coming out in the void. So
Wow.
Yeah,
So
powerful,
what are
powerful.
your dreams like now? I mean, do you
like,
still have
um,
dreams?
like there was this recent one that I had, kind of mid-year last year that still kind of stuck around because I still don't understand what it meant for me. But if you guys have ever watched or sorry, not watched, read the book Animorphs, the book series.
Yeah.
It's I think they're meant for like middle school and younger age like kids, but it's essentially it's a book series about kids that have the ability to transform into animals of their choosing. And I had this dream where like I was with a group of people, and for some reason we all chose the animal platypus. Of all the animals we could have chose, we chose platypus as the one that we all get together. And somebody in the group had like it had like gone out that our secret was out and people knew what we were and what we could do, and we essentially had to kill the guy to keep it from spreading any more than it had. I don't know what this dream meant for me, but it was a powerful enough experience that I remember every detail, and I don't even have to consult my journal from that night to remember everything that I was going through. So, and I have tons and tons of dreams that I've written out that are pretty much kind of in that same ballpark where I haven't really found the meaning of it yet. Haven't
Wow.
found the meaning of it. I will. Here's another one that's kind of interesting. So, at 2 years old, I was having sexual encounters with beings, like full on. Yeah, at 2 years old, that I wouldn't have known what that was. So there's this other thing too about like I don't know if you want to call it like past life or maybe some kind of just like a genetic data that gets passed down either through parents or like I said past lives. I don't know what you want to call that, but this energy has followed me to this day. It's almost like a succubus type energy too that I've been kind of trying to figure out how to deal with. Started at
Yeah, that's
2 years
amazing, man.
old.
Yeah,
Weird.
Wow.
Weirdest
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That is weird, man. And those are some of the topics that we're going to be going into too on the one podcast is sexuality and sex and things of that nature. So it'll be very interesting once we go into those topics. As you know, we just recently had our 'cause you're a Patreon premium member, so we just recently had our interview with the Illuminati. So
Yeah, dude. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to be one of the ones seeing it first, and just amazing,
And
amazing
it's
conversation. Yeah,
amazing how I'm sorry to cut you off, Virgil, but
please.
it's amazing too you talk about dreams because then you would just see I don't want to talk about the interview yet, like anything like just spoil anything, but it's like the interview talks about the Illuminati talks about dreams too. You know, how you're not supposed to remember and then you remember. Like it's just like a lot of great things that he talks about. So that's gonna be a great one for you to watch as well.
Sure.
Yeah, and
Oh, here's another one to add to my awakening. So, like I said, I've had like these things my whole life, but it's kind of recent that a lot of the understandings of what I was going through have come about. And one of the ways that I've actually come to the understandings that I have right now is through joining the Freemasons. So I'm an active member. I'm not like some high up. I'm not like third degree in like the regular even the traditional lodges or anything like that, but I am an active member and I joined them thinking that I was going to get something like opportunity. I wasn't thinking I was going to get like a, quarter million in my back pocket from somebody, but I did think that I was going to get opened up to some opportunity.
hmm
And really, what joining some of these groups has kind of shown me is that it's all internal. All these things that you think you're going to learn, our soul already knows all of it, and you gotta figure out how to tap that. Don't worry about what you can get from some other person because you got something great inside of you. Every one of us.
powerful.
Powerful.
And it's funny you said that too because it wasn't on my bingo card that I would have ever thought we'd be sitting down with the Illuminati like last week we were, or even pursuing the Illuminati for an interview. And I remember you, I believe last week said you were a Freemason, and you hear all the stuff people say about the Illuminati. I don't know if you hear some of the things people say about Freemasons as well. It's the Illuminati's evil. Freemasonry is how the elite are controlling the world through Freemasonry,
Some
and
people think it's the opposite way too. I
they,
I know what
yeah,
I can I
yeah,
know what I can tell you is it's all relative.
mm-hmm,
There's a lot of people that like to think they know what they're doing, and there are guys like that in Freemasonry too. Which it actually makes me really more fascinated with the the interview that you guys had with this guy because I really want to hear what he has to say. Because
yeah, which is unique because that's what I was in a point on was he mentioned that Freemasonry is something that is innately a positive thing, but it was
Mm.
actually it has been perverted as everything has been perverted, whether it's the
right,
teachings of Jesus. So it was very unique for me to hear that because, like I said, I never thought I'd be interviewing, an Illuminati member, and then also, one of our number one premium supporters is a Freemason. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the
Yeah.
heck is going on here, John?
I'll tell you right now. One of the craziest experiences that I had was when I joined Freemasonry, and they essentially openly said, "Oh yeah, by the way, we've had the Illuminati try to infiltrate our organization before."
Wow,
So
What?
wow.
it's a two-way street. When supposedly when the Illuminati was coming into fruition in the United States, one of the original founders had joined Freemasons in an attempt to kind of link everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like, nah, we know what you're about. You're gone. So he just went and
Wow.
started his own group, did his own
Yeah.
thing. I can't
Yeah.
remember
Wow.
the name of the guy, and I need to go back and ask our lodge leader what his name was, because that was literally one of the first things that they brought up
Wow.
when I
Wow.
was
That's
talking with
amazing.
them. I hadn't even become a member yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So how long have you been in a Freemason?
Um, since my 25th birthday, so it would have been around February of like 2 years ago,
Okay.
3 years
Great.
ago.
Yeah, my
Okay.
grandfather was actually a Freemason too. I never spent too much time talking to him, but my parents had told me that my grandfather was a Freemason, and I had been invited into becoming a Mason when I was in the Middle East, but I just didn't know enough about it, and I had kind of heard some of the things like it could be good, could be bad. So I was just like, I'm really busy right now being a bank manager at the time, responsible for the Middle East and Africa. So I was just like, I just don't have time to look into it. And but it has been something that's been around me, So now that it's right in front of me now, through you, it's just very interesting, So I'm always
My
like the
my
one.
grandpa was a Freemason too. It's
Oh
funny
wow.
how like you hear about these stories of people being those things, but it's almost like I heard from other people. I never directly heard from him talk about it until I became a Freemason, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Freemason too." I don't know. Did you say it was your grandfather?
Yeah, my
Like it's
grandfather.
like a great
Uh,
grandfather, or like your direct?
my mom's grand no, actually, you know what, it was my great grandfather because it was my mom's dad, stepdad.
Mm.
Yeah,
You always wonder what it would be like to hear from that person's perspective versus from another person's, because
exactly.
that's how mine always was. I always had the idea that these people were um
Nefarious,
not evil but nefarious. Yeah, like what's
yeah.
the is it malevolent or benevolent with the whatever the
Yeah, yeah, malevolent. Yeah,
you hear those ideas that get kicked around, so you kind of get shied away from some of those things that been, but then you go to discover them for yourself and you realize it could have been anywhere further from the truth.
yeah, and that's why with the one podcast, that's what we're about is going in those places where no other podcast has gone and really allowing the truth to speak for itself. So, what does the
Yeah,
Illuminati say about the Illuminati? What does John
right,
DeLong say about John DeLong?
right.
Let's
Yeah.
not speculate, guess around it, but what does this person say about themselves? So I just believe, like you said, it's essential to do those things. It really is.
The question why has come up quite a bit this year. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Why are you eating that donut this morning, John? What was the
yeah.
reason? What was the reason that you felt called to eat that donut? Why?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And man, I literally, I don't know if you've heard this stuff about sugar. But I have recently taken just sugar out of my diet unless it's like coconut sugar, that's like
Something from
and
like fruit or
yeah, date sugar, honey. But it's made a world of change in my life taking out sugar out of my diet. And
heck yeah.
yeah, I've taken it out. And then the other day I actually had a donut, maybe like a couple months ago. It was like I had a donut because I would like to order these donuts, old fashioned donuts.
So you
And
had that opportunity to cut it out. Did you feel like you had like a visceral response once you put it back in?
yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. Like I ordered the donut and I ate the donut and I went to sleep and like my alarm went off and in the middle of like it's like I take a nap in the middle of the afternoon to look to OBE, and so
Uh,
when my alarm went off, normally I'm just saying like Alexa turn off alarm, your alarm is not set. Yeah, and then when I do that it'll just go off, but when the alarm went off I was like like I couldn't even my mind could not even know what I was really trying to say, but the alarm was just kept going off. Did it, and I knew that I needed to say what I needed to say, but I couldn't remember what do I need to say, how do I need to say it. It was like my whole brain shut down, and I was just like, and then yeah, I mean it's crazy, and then
Yeah,
I
that
was
is
just
what you
like,
told me.
yeah, and because I don't have fear, but I could feel like if I just kept going through it, I could probably sense like fear was gonna come over me, like what's happening to me, what's going on,
yeah.
But I'm just a person where I don't have fear, and I just said screw it, and I just went back to sleep with the alarm going off, and then so I probably was sleeping for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I started coming to myself, and I was like, Alexa, turn off alarm, but your alarm is not I could not know what to say, how to say, and I just remember like, and I was just like, man, this is not a good thing. So that's the last time I had a donut, and I have this dish that I have pretty much every morning. It's a all alkaline electric dish. If you get a chance to try this dish, I'm actually, one of the things that we're putting together is a recipe book. All
Oh
alkaline, all
heck yeah.
electric. Yeah, we are electric beings. So we really want to let people know things that they can make, and this is something that just came to me. This is not like me looking to the left or right, but what it is. I'll also use mangoes, but mangoes aren't in season right now. But it's dicing up apples, bananas, and then again green apples preferably. But if you like red apples, that's fine too because green apples are astringent towards parasites, so parasites don't like green apples.
Because
So
it's
it's green.
alkaline.
Yeah, exactly. So green apples, the bananas. I don't know if you know like the Dominican bananas, but they're not like the store bought perfect yellow bananas. They're
Are
either
they
the
kind of
big
like
ones,
teeny? Oh, they're big.
yeah, the big ones or the small ones.
Okay.
So either one, I'll use either one of those. So apples, bananas, and avocados. Those are the three fruits that you're using, or you can use mango too if you have mango. But those three fruits, and then you're adding. Again, you can mix this how you want to mix this. But I also do hemp seeds, as well as almonds and walnuts.
Hemp?
The nuts.
Did you say
Hmm.
hemp seeds?
Yeah, hemp seeds. Hemp
Wow.
seeds.
Okay.
Yeah, which is known as a superfood. So
Well,
hemp
it
seeds are
used to
known.
be known hemp before like marijuana became such a big thing. Hemp was like so medicinal. The ancient Egyptians used hemp for like ceremonial and health
Mm.
work, and people
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
realize like it doesn't have to be necessarily for getting high.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, not at all, not at all. But
I do
this
want to
dish will
say,
have you just buzzing, you know.
ooh, like you get like a you feel the
Yeah.
like a your biological responses kind of
Oh,
kicking off from it.
oh, right away. I mean, and those are the seeds that you'll use, and then the um the seasonings that you'll put in there is you'll use sea salt, or you can use river salt. I personally use sea salt because I haven't had a chance to get to river salt. But sea salt, very fine sea salt, not thick or coarse where it's going to be crunchy or anything, but
Yeah.
fine sea salt. You'll also have cayenne pepper, and then you'll also have cinnamon. So those are the three seasonings that you'll mix in it,
Okay.
and then you'll have cold pressed olive oil. It has to be cold pressed, so it's high quality olive oil, cold pressed olive oil, and then you pour that on there as well as honey. So you also want a high quality honey. cold pressed honey, if you can find that high quality. You guys might have it out there in
There's
Nebraska.
a
You can just
lot
go to the
going
farm
on
or
with this dish, man. It sounds
oh,
good.
bro. Oh, it's delicious,
Yeah.
bro. I'm telling you,
I
it's
eat it
delicious.
too every day now. Like after
Yeah.
Reginald, he's been showing me, I'm like, this looks so good. I need to make it. So I'm always having bananas, green
Mm-hmm.
apples. So I make it a lot too. It is so great. I mean, it feels so good in
It's
your body.
fire. Yeah. And like you can feel it moving through your body, flushing your body. And you know, they tell you to have those things in the morning anyway, like cinnamon, cayenne pepper. They tell you to mix sea salt in your water. So right here, you're having it all in one dish.
Heck
And
yeah.
trust me, you're like when you think about eating this compared to a donut, it's an easy decision. Like you're gonna be thinking about that honey, you know, mixed in with that cold pressed olive oil. You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
sea salt makes it very savory. It's like it doesn't taste salty at all, but it makes it more savory. And then you got the cinnamon element, you know, with the apples and the cayenne pepper doesn't make it spicy, but it adds an element of like fire heat to the dish, like where it kind of perks you up. You
Yeah.
know, you don't even taste like a chili or cayenne element, but you feel a fiery element to the dish. But trust me, man, this dish will make you say, "Screw these donuts, man." You won't be having that question why anymore.
For sure.
Yeah.
I do want to.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that I feel called to talk about now, and the first one is I just had this conversation with Awaken to Joy on their podcast. The idea of intention, right? Like, you're talking about using all these different fruits, all these different spices for a specific reason. But do you also feel like the the energy that you put into making that dish in the morning also probably helps a lot too, and your intention for how you use it? Do you think that that plays a big role in it?
Yeah. Are you there, Reginald? I think he was. Yeah. I think he's. Yeah. Can you hear us?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's. Yeah. But we can kind of see you moving, but we can't hear your voice. so, so yeah, but you muted too, Reginald. You need to
Are
unmute
you
yourself.
muted? Dude, this is a sign, right? When the connection comes off, because it's like we're having these conversations and somebody does not want us having these conversations, bro.
It's amazing
Yeah,
how you say that
isn't
too,
it
because
powerful?
Dr. Andrea Martin Lilly was saying that they don't want the conversation to happen sometimes. But yeah, we can hear you now,
Yeah.
Reginald.
And now we're here. Yeah, now we're here. You know, this is our show. This is our
Yeah, yeah,
platform. You know,
yeah.
Did
so
you did
I couldn't hear the
Okay.
question.
So when it comes to like the like eating, right? It's like it's not just the fact that you're using all these different fruits and all these different seasonings and everything. Like I was just talking about this with Awaken to Joy, where like your intention almost of like the energy that you put into making the food and your like your
Mm-hmm,
reason for why your like
mm-hmm,
your reason
mm-hmm.
for it. Like, do you not feel like that
Yeah.
also plays a part as well?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Awaken to Joy. And yeah, I definitely feel like that plays a part in it. You know, I feel like it's so important to be connected to the food and it's so important to have appreciation to what it is that you're eating.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I'm also a believer that we don't really need food, you know, but it's been ingrained in our system culturally in our structure that we do need these things. So I'm a huge believer in blessing the food, connecting to the food. I do that all the time. I give thanks for, you know, all of the fruit, all of the seasonings. You know, I thank it, you know, for being here, for giving itself to me. I even invite it into my consciousness, you know, and that it gives to me its highest level of self, so that it can now experience humanity through me, through my
sure,
consciousness at the
sure.
highest level. So
Yeah.
I definitely agree with what you're saying in terms of the intentions and why. And after what I've seen too, just through all these different scenarios with awakening, I do believe that that's what it's about is you know, making sure that you're connected to the food, making sure that you have intention behind it, that you can be disconnected, that you know these animals that we may be eating, if we're eating meat, have suffered trauma. You know, that trauma can come to us as well if we're not aware of it. So we've heard these things. We've heard, you know, people talk about blessing the animal,
Yeah.
that they've killed, so
I always
yeah,
think
I
about
could
the movie
definitely agree.
Avatar, bro. I always think back to
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
with the blue alien people.
The Avatar,
How
yeah.
every time an animal is killed, she's sitting there like blessing it, like may you return to Awa. Like,
Wow, yeah. And then
yeah.
we also did have a meeting back with, I don't know, have you heard Tyler Ellison? Have you
Uh.
watched his videos? Yeah, he's channeling Ryoka, the Sasani, right? Original. So we had this
Yeah.
meeting
Hmm.
one time, like I can't remember, it's some time ago now, but we will share that on Patreon as well. Well,
Okay.
we talk about, he talked about how it's important to like the intention, the energy you put into when you cook the food, when you're eating the food,
Uh,
and he literally talks about the importance of doing that as well. So that's when we had that meeting with him, we've been doing that since too, of just like really when you're cooking it, make sure that you have this energy when you cook it, good loving energy when you cook the food, when you're eating it and blessing it. So definitely agreeing on the intention too when you are eating the food and putting it into your body.
for sure. The other thing that I wanted to go back to,
Yeah.
so something that I've kind of had an epiphany about. There's this app or this device called Plant Wave. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not, but essentially, it's this. It's like a music making device where you connect it up to plants, and based on how the signals are firing, how all the cells are interconnected, like you can, it'll play music based essentially on what that plant is doing electrically
Mm.
at the time.
Mm.
And it kind of made me think back to like, it's not that meat's bad for you, right? I think carnivore diet is like that is a it's a good thing. I see the transformations that people have on it. But there's
Hmm.
also this thing too with fruitarians where like the fruit itself, once the tree dies, the fruit is still there. Once the fruit has
Hmm.
dissolved and it's mush and it goes back into the soil, the seeds are still there holding the electricity of the intention
Hmm.
of that plant to grow new. Like there's something
Hmm.
to the idea of how like connected plants, like eating plants and being that close to like source. I don't know if that's resonating with you guys or not, but just
Yeah,
that
it
idea
is.
of like
Hmm.
there's an actual, even though like it's good to eat meat, right? But that meat's dead. There's no longer an electrical signal in the cells of that meat once you cook it. There's still
Exactly.
stuff you can eat a piece of fruit and get that from the that information and data that's still firing off. I just
Yeah.
find that fascinating.
Big time. And even when we met with the Sasani, that had that private meeting, one of the things that they mentioned was how fruit is really the only gift from nature. That
Mm.
as a human, we're not actually made to eat meat. Like we can eat meat, we can digest it, but we don't have like the claws to break in it. Our teeth don't even aren't even strong enough to like rip flesh, primal from a primal sense. But that even vegetables, or not even technically should be eating vegetables, but fruit is truly the only gift from nature that nature is giving us. So I found that very, very interesting as well. And
I got that
to each
conversation
their
from
own.
Darius. It's kind of weird how we have two different people telling us the same thing, essentially.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's how you know you found truth is when you've got multiple sources saying the same thing, resonating.
Yep, yep.
Hmm.
Totally agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
is powerful.
Exactly. Yeah, and looks like we got a comment too. Somebody's wishing Ebru a happy birthday.
Oh, thank
Happy birthday
you.
again,
It
Ebru.
is your birthday. That's
Hey,
Yeah, it
crazy.
shout out
Happy
is.
Nate. I
birthday.
see.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, I
Appreciate it.
didn't know.
Yeah, it's a new moon.
No, we actually said it before
Yeah,
you we
it's a
come.
new
Yeah,
moon today
yeah.
too. Yeah, yeah. It's a new moon today, and Ebru was born on a new
Oh
moon too.
wow.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
a,
So,
a very full circle
Yeah.
moment, and we actually on her birthday just hit 1,500 subscribers. So that's something that we were just saying. We're still 3 months, and it's
Weren't you
taken
just
us
at a
3 months.
thousand before the
Yeah, that's
beginning
what
of
I'm
the
saying. We
year?
just
yeah.
hit. Yeah, we just hit. We're 3 months now, and we just hit 1,000 at 3 months, and we're still 3 months, and we've already grown by 50%. You know, so
You guys are.
and
This
now
is
we have,
awesome.
yeah, and again, we can't thank enough people like yourself, you know, being on the front lines,
Yeah.
supporting us, because you're allowing us to grow in these ways where we're using new platforms, able to invest in new methods and upgrade and hire team members now to help us become more proficient and efficient with these things. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
very appreciative to you, bro, and to everybody out there. You know, you Nick as
Was
well.
Corey
All of
was
you
Corey
guys are
Brandon?
awesome.
Was that your first podcast that you guys posted?
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I
that's the
think, yeah,
very
you're
first
right. There was.
posted
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been watching you
September
guys
twenty
since day
first.
one. That's freaking awesome.
Wow. So you're
Wow.
the
Yeah.
real
Thank you
day
for being here,
ones.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we call you day
He
one,
was the
stay
one that
one. And I.
introduced me to you guys, so you should thank him.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah. We
Corey
just were
Brandon.
talking to Corey, I think, last week or something. I sent him a message or emailing him. So, yeah. Shout out to Corey B in the building.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
yeah, but I
So
know, man.
take
We talked
advantage.
about just having you on here for a few minutes, but you know, we had you. Yeah,
Yeah, so can you guys hear me? I
Yeah.
think the signal. Yeah, yeah. So
yeah, I can
yeah,
hear you
so I
now.
was just saying,
Hmm.
John, I don't know if how much you believe in manifestation and stuff like that.
After
Meditation.
this last year, 100%.
Oh, great, great, perfect. Yeah.
100%.
Hmm. Hmm.
Great, because I was just sitting because of the my birthday and the new moon and the 17th, 18th, 19th of January portal. So I don't know if you're taking advantage of that too. Are you sitting and writing down stuff? You know, we just had the Illuminati talk about very, very powerful manifestation tools. We've been doing the 369. So are you doing any of those? Tools or using anything? Are you like seeing any manifestation really happen fast? Is that something you believe in?
I do affirmations. I try to. I literally have a reminder every day to do the 369 method 3 times, 6 times, 9 times by the time I'm
Hmm.
before I'm going to bed. So
Great.
trying to do that. I talk to myself in the mirror a lot to hype myself up
Powerful.
because I know I haven't been doing a good job of. I'm so good at
Great,
like
great.
loving other
Yeah,
people. It's another thing to like look at yourself and give
yeah,
yourself all that same love.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's so important. It's so important, and then that's what I believe too is a big part of the whole manifestation thing. Is like,
Hmm.
writing stuff down. We did the 369 too. We talked about that. I mean, that was such a powerful. I don't know if you just started, but when we were doing the 369, I mean, there's so many things that were happening in that
Yeah.
time. We did it 30 days, and you were just seeing so many different things happening in around you, and you're starting to change because you just literally been looking at your goals or whatever you want in your life, whatever you want to manifest. That's all your focus and intentions on now, like 3 6 3 6 9 times, like how many times a
I
day,
know.
so many days.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's definitely powerful.
To add to that, so we were talking about OBEs, right? The other thing that I think a
Hmm.
lot of it's kind of new age to think that like the minute you think of something, it's already in the works. How I understand
Hmm.
manifestation, especially now that I know now that they were out of bodies. You know, and the other side, you can think of something and it's right there. But that's not how this
Hmm.
place works. We live in duality.
Hmm.
So it's not just the intention and saying it to yourself, it's also living in that state. What does it look
Hmm.
like? If I want to have $1 million in my account, what the hell does it look like when I actually have the $1 million? What am I doing? What am I
Yes,
doing now? Who am I not giving my time
Yep.
and energy
Exactly.
and
Hmm.
even my money to?
exactly, exactly. That's the key right there, talking about manifestation and aligned action as well, and being
You know,
is like you had to be
Hmm.
in that frequency, in that
Yep.
vibration. to really have that. It's like this. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
like you said. It's like when you really like if you are manifesting, let's say $1 million, how many millions of dollars of subscribers? It could be anything, but like you said, just like how would you talk? How would you walk? How would you just behave? And what would you like? What is your morning routine
Mm-hmm.
looks like all the way down to the smallest detail of just you being that frequency and that vibration.
What are you
And
not doing?
exactly,
I want to be a
exactly.
musician, but yet I haven't gone out of my way to
Yeah.
even buy
Yep.
any
Yep.
like equipment or to go and start doing lessons again. Like I want to learn piano here. I've waited 2 years. I've been telling myself that I've been wanting to do it, but I haven't done it.
Mm.
So that's why nothing's happened yet. I got to do it.
Yeah.
I gotta put the energy there.
Yeah.
Literally, literally, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just
And
talked
that's the
with
key
my
thing too,
parents.
is,
I'm
is
gonna be
knowing
selling my
that,
Xbox so
putting
I
your
can start that
awareness.
music.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's some
Yeah,
serious focus right now. Yeah,
yeah.
I like that. Yeah,
Yep,
that's awesome.
that's
But
powerful.
yeah, John, we didn't want to take up too much of your time. I know we talked about just talking for like a couple minutes with the Q
I've
and
got all
A.
the time in the world right now,
But
so
oh, okay, great.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
good.
So that's awesome, man. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, we're getting ready to start wrapping it up anyway.
Okay,
Yes.
this has already been a really awesome opportunity for us to just see that this actually does work. With being able to invite you on, because I know we had so many issues last time, trying to bring
it's
you
all
on, and
good.
it just
We're all
wasn't
learning.
successful. So we were just,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So we were just saying, we didn't know if we were going to keep using this platform, Riverside, or we are going to just start going back to the Zoom meetings. But this is another, almost confirmation to maybe continue to have some patience with this platform. One of the things we like about the platform is it allows the comments to come on the screen. But
yeah.
that's pretty much the only thing that we're liking about it, in terms of that. We also like the fact that it, brings in the sound. If we want to bring the clapping is done live. It doesn't have to be done in post production. But you can't always hear me talking during the clapping. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least when we are in the post production, you can't when you're editing it. So it's still something that we're debating upon, but we're really excited to really go into this space, and have you here with us. It's just been a real treat, because like you said, we had no idea that you've been a day one, stay one from
Yeah,
real, since the
exactly.
Corey Brandon video. I mean, those are things that we really care about, is just like who's really been there, from the beginning, and even right now it's still our beginning. We're just 3 months, so all of these people are technically right now that are coming into our fold, our family, are coming in from the beginning, and to just know that you were here from our very first post 3 months ago. I mean, thank you again, bro. Like it's touching to see you here with us from the start.
sure, absolutely. You guys are doing the great work. We're all part of the great work. There's no reason not to support each other in it. You know.
Exactly, totally agree. And this is all what we doing together. This is us co-creating this together. And as a part of the, yeah. So I think he might have just went out to log back in again. I
It's all
think he's,
good.
yeah, yeah. I think he's. I don't know if he can. Could you hear him this whole time, or has there been any on your end signal issues?
It said it was redirecting. I'm sure there's probably just some mixed signal that was coming in that he
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
wasn't
yeah. And this is the
tapping in or
first
something.
time we are literally have like three on this Riverside. Like we just started using Riverside as Regina said earlier. So this is just great for us just to kind of test and see,
Yeah.
how this really works.
I
So
will
it's just
say the other thing too is it works really well with other platforms. Like I see a lot of YouTubers using that in conjunction with things like Patreon and Ko-fi. I mean, it seems to be kind of um, like universal where it can kind of apply everywhere.
mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, so we've been having when we were talking to Caesar, he was the one recommending Riverside because we were talking about we wanted to like kind of be, I mean, that was actually the intention from the beginning of us using Riverside is like we wanted to be on multiple platforms,
Hmm.
and just being able to go live on multiple platforms. And now we've been on Riverside, going live on Riverside the last few times, and it's just been great just to kind of being able to see like highlight the comments in there. And then also just we were just looking into how can we go live on multiple platforms, can you even do that,
Yeah.
Caesar been talking great stuff about it, but we just have to see if that really makes sense, so now this is the first time we on and I see original in the comments, so I don't know if he's been signed out. What, I think he's coming back on again.
There we
I,
go.
I don't
Get
know
that
what's
clap
going.
track in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And the thing is, I just jumped in as a guest right now because I didn't want to shut anything down. So right now I'm here as a guest. So I can't get the clap thing going, but I would love to clap
Dang
for
it.
myself.
Yeah, I was just we were just talking about the because John was talking about like, how this was a great way of also like working great with other platforms, is also going live on multiple platforms. I was just talking about,
Mhm.
remember how when we were wanting to use Riverside, it was like literally with the intention of also going live on other platforms as well at the same time.
Mhm.
So we
Mhm.
haven't even tested that
Yeah.
out yet.
Caesar and
Yeah. And we tried to go
Caesar
live.
Pagan and Awaken to Joy seem to be using Riverside to with in conjunction with like Patreon and uh, YouTube. Those seem to be two that work really well with Riverside as well.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
I
been
Yeah.
don't know
looking
what
to
Corey
use it
Brandon
for
uses, but
YouTube and Instagram. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so can you hear us, original?
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know if can you hear me? You guys hear me?
We can hear
Yeah.
you.
So yeah, so I think
Someone don't want you talking,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
so yeah, I think if you guys
I know,
you
man.
if
We got the power. We just hit that 1500, man. So
That's so crazy for you guys. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And this is thanks to you, John, and our community, because that's why we're here, thanks to you guys. And we feel we just seeing you grow too on YouTube. I mean, just you having the YouTube platform, coming out and expressing yourself. So that's what we are
Yeah.
having our top guests talk about a lot, is express yourself, coming out, share your awakening, share your whatever you feel like was in your heart to share, go out and do that. So the fact that you're already on there sharing, you've been watching your video. So I mean, you're doing a great job
I
already.
need to
Just
post more. I haven't been on there posting like I should be. So I
yeah,
apologize for anybody who might be listening that is subscribed or watches my content, but that's
yeah, but
crazy that I don't even have subscribers and somehow like 600, 700, 800 people from around the globe are watching my stuff. That like makes no sense.
yeah, and that's typically how it starts. Like this is why we like to help people with brand building too, because once you get like enough data on your thing, then you start converting people to, you get those views, but sometimes people may go to a profile and say, oh, this person's not really a creator yet. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
once the algorithm and once the psychological person will see, oh, they got a lot of stuff. Oh, let me subscribe because they have a lot of stuff. So sometimes I always tell people to start once you get 20 to 25 posts up, some people even say 100,
Hmm.
that's when you want to start looking at your conversion rate. We were very fortunate because we started off with Corey Brandon. But again, that even our first time posting, we converted with 12, 14 subscribers just off the first post, which is very high. But again, it's not necessarily hundreds of people, thousands, because people are like, is this even a real channel yet? We
Right.
only got
Yeah.
one video up there. So the more content that you're going to start laying out is going to let people know, like, oh, this is actually a channel for me to come and get nourishment from and eat from. Even if you decide not to post, they're going to see like, oh, there's just so much content here that I can still eat. So let me just subscribe so I don't lose sight of John. So you're
Yeah.
doing the right things, going in the right direction, having the right focus and awareness. So we're really
yeah,
excited to see because we have a high success record of people coming into our frequency and just taking off to another level. So you're one of those people that are supporting us at the highest level. If you see Brandon Suarez, they told us that they could never had an out of body. it never happened. They felt like it would never happen. This is them following us at One Brand. We started the podcast. You can see in the comments they're saying, "Hey, I'm starting to remember now from watching your guys' content." And then boom, they say, "Hey,
Yeah.
your guys' content took me out of my body." So
Wow.
this is just stuff that we see on a regular basis of people just going to exceptionally high levels. So
If I
you're
could
one
give
of
you
those
guys more
lives.
money a month, I would. I can't give you eleven
Yeah.
hundred or whatever it was, but maybe I could give it to you once. I could give that to you right now, but I can't. Not every month.
Yeah.
I apologize. I wish I
No, no
could.
worries, bro. Yeah, what you're doing is doing enough, man. And like I said, we're just excited to that you're just following your heart, that you're just doing those
Yeah.
things, and that you do feel like you're John Belong at the same time as John DeLong. That you do know you're a part of our family. You're in our prayers. You're in our affirmations, and you specifically, it's as well as the broad community as well, our broad community subscribers. But you're somebody that we have a face and a name to. We see you regularly. So you're in it specifically. You're in our sights, in our scope. Of blessing.
Yeah.
So we're always targeting you. So that's why we very much have our eyes on you, and like we can't wait to see what your life looks like a day from now as well as a year from now, because it's just like, man,
I
we
appreciate
just
it.
have such a high rate, man, of success of seeing people take off. So right now for us, you're in the rocket ship, man, going through all these different timelines, your highest reality.
You guys are getting me motivated to do my music stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is the
Yeah,
horse
man,
year,
hit that
remember?
thing up, man.
Yeah.
I got my little MIDI board. I've been trying to figure out a
Yeah.
program that I could use to, because it doesn't actually make any noise. You have to buy a program, and I gotta sit down and actually do my research now. It's time to get to it. So
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
yeah,
I've been
awesome,
sitting and writing.
awesome.
I've been sitting and writing down with taking advantage of the time today, and also just really connecting to the energy. So it's like just like we talked about intention and focus. It's like once you really say, you know what, I'm tired of all this shit. I need to really be sitting down, focus, and really now today is gonna be the day where I'm really sitting down and putting my intention on it. I'm gonna learn this shit, or I'm gonna do this stuff, whether it's posting, whether it's anything else, so
Hmm.
and it's just connecting to that energy. So that's what
I
I've
need
been
to get
doing
a little
today.
more intentional, because usually what happens when I'm done with a podcast like this, I don't ever write anything down.
Mm,
I need to start actually writing it down.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
it's not that I'm going to forget. I'm not going to forget what you guys have told me. You guys have blessed me with all kinds of information already today, but I need to start writing it down so I can start giving that energy out to other people. And you know what
yeah,
I mean? Call back to it.
yeah, 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 great. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
all
Very,
we
very
all
powerful.
Yeah, exactly. We are blessing you, putting all our energy, towards you,
Hmm.
and we
Yeah,
thank you so much for your support, John. And man, this has already been 1 hour of us talking, so this has
I
just been
know, I know.
amazing, and we thank you so much for. I'm so glad it worked out with you coming here. So we
Hmm.
tried it last time, so thank you so much for joining.
Hmm.
Um, but we also want to be respectful of your time, and then I feel like, let's jump into the meditation, because this is also a part of the manifestation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if John, are you, when we do the one brand meditation near the end, are you a part of involved in that? I mean, are you also taking a part of the meditation,
So I'm
because
usually
this.
driving. So I
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
just use it as a time to just kind of focus my thoughts to a singular point rather than
Right.
just trying to empty my thoughts,
Hmm.
if that
Hmm.
makes any
Smart.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
makes
But
perfect sense.
yeah, I'm usually at least listening, trying to take in all the energy that I can. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
job.
And I
Great
feel like
job.
there's not just one way of meditating, so it's just
right.
literally no thoughts, and some people close their eyes, some people sit still, some people like just, I feel like it's just really being quiet, and also just like get rid of your thoughts, not even thinking about anything. So I feel like whatever works for anybody, I feel like that's what that is, and that's powerful.
Mhm.
So let's all go into the meditation now and close our eyes and be quiet, be still, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, let it out. Take a deep breath in. As we're talking about that one breath, make sure you inhale that one breath into your body. And then exhale, releasing everything. Take another deep breath. Be quiet. Sit still. Focus on that one breath you're taking into your body. And release it out. And as you're taking in the one breath, just focus on that one breath. Don't think about anything. Just focus on that one breath. How it feels all over your body. Hold it in. Hold it in. And release it. Sit still, be quiet, not think about anything, any thoughts. Just go within yourself. Feel that you're relaxing. Just sit quiet and still, not think about anything. Just feel how your body is relaxing. How you're feeling relaxed all over the body. And as we are meditating, taking a deep breath in and exhale, we all co-creating this reality together. And as we co-create this reality together, we all talk about what we see in this world and how we co-create this world. We will see a world where there's peace, where there's harmony, where there's love. We see a world where there's no hunger, there's no sickness, nor disease. We see a world where everybody just get along, living in the highest reality that serves the highest good. We see a world where the food is just great and healthy. We see a world where people just living, feeling joy, helping each other, loving themselves, positivity, harmony.
We see a world where everybody's operating in their own power, their own authority. We see a world where John DeLong is living at his highest level of excitement, highest level of passion, highest level of purpose, that he's a transformative being at the highest level, transforming lives, incorporating his highest level of excitement, highest level of purpose and passion into each person. Each person can't help but be transformed, even just by being within his radius. By going to his channel, people feel transformative action taking place within their soul, within
Yes.
their being. You see a world where the whole world is just operating in transformative action and authenticity, with integrity, with love, compassion for one another. You see a world that operates in harmony and kindness, where there is no jealousy, there is no bitterness, that we're all able to grasp from one another the identity of Source, because we all understand that we all hold Source energy, that we're all divine, that we're all God, that we all operate within our own power.
We see a world where people express themselves. We see a world where people are not afraid to talk. We see a world with people living in the now and being present because there's no past, there's no future, it's all in the now. We see a world where people love and support each other. We see a
We
world
see
where
a
all
world.
respecting each other.
We see a world where there's full confidence, where there's
Yes.
zero suspicion, where no one is looking to their left or right with suspicion for one another, where health and healing are rampant. There is no sickness, there is no disease, there is no suffering, there's no hunger, there's no poverty, there is no separation, income gaps of wealth, that no one is restricted, that no one feels restricted. We see a world where we all live at our highest level of capacity, where we're a world where we're all over abundantly full and overflowing that abundance to others. We're so happy. We are so grateful. We're in so much gratitude. We are so much in a state of being, the feeling state of being of our highest level of self, highest level of purpose, highest level of passion and excitement.
Yeah.
And we say, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Let's go!
Bro, I'm
I
getting
didn't know.
goosebumps. When you guys were
Yeah.
talking, every time I got really deep into it, the sun, I don't know if the camera caught it, but the sun was like beating come
Wow.
right out of the clouds and peek over.
Wow.
Wow.
I had to open my eyes a couple of times. I was like, is
Powerful.
that me?
Yeah, powerful.
That's
Yeah,
powerful.
you were God, man. That is you know.
Yep. Yep.
So we appreciate everybody tuning in. We thank you, John, so much for finding having the time to spend the entire show with us. This was definitely a treat and surprise. Definitely wasn't what we expected. Everything happens for a reason and a purpose.
Yeah.
And so we just appreciate you making the space for us to be able to be here with us because again,
I appreciate you
we
making
really
the
honor
space for
you
me.
and appreciate you as well as love you for being
I,
a top community.
I'm
Yeah,
only
definitely,
doing what I
definitely.
feel called to. I'm not
It's an
doing
easy decision.
anything special or anything no one else couldn't do. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys giving me time on here too.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much for
We
your
absolutely
time
love you,
and love
man.
and support.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Most certainly, man. And I know my
Right.
sound is has been acting up, so I don't want to continue to allow it to keep acting up. So I do want to end this so that I'm not causing any issues with the experience for our viewers. But
Yeah.
again, we love you all. We thank you all for tuning in to the One Podcast. Thank you all so much for being able to view our opportunity to experience our very own John DeLong. And we encourage you all to also check out our Patreon. We also have just become approved for YouTube membership. So if any of you don't have a Patreon account, check us out on YouTube, becoming a member there. You'll get a chance to use some of the custom emojis that we've created. We got more
Yeah.
custom
Heck
emojis
yeah.
coming. Yeah, so a number of different things and ways that you guys can come into the fold, into the family. If you guys want to connect on a deeper level of resonance, we're just making ourselves more available to you all. But again, we want to say that we do love you all. We do thank you all, and that you are the one. So thank you again, John.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much,
everyone.
John, and thank you
We love
everybody for
you.
tuning in. We love you.
Yeah.